anuales, como contra la gripe, y otras se deben recibir en diferentes etapas de la vida, tales como el tétanos, culebrilla y hepatitis B. Como puedes ver, las vacunas son un paso de prevención contra enfermedades aún para los adultos. Si no estás seguro de cuáles vacunas necesitas, debes consultar con tu proveedor médico o con el departamento de salud.
Gracias, amigo. Voy a agregar las vacunas como un compromiso de mi salud.
Valoremos las vacunas, señores. Esto ha sido un mensaje de Proyecto Salud, una iniciativa de Rural Women's Health Project.
Somos el rincón donde puedes encontrar todo lo que amas, todo lo que te gusta y lo que necesitas. Y no me refiero al rincón de tu corazón. Somos el Rincón Latino Market, con las verduras y productos más frescos y variados de Florida. Cafetería con cafecitos, sándwiches y otras delicias. Visítanos en la 4000 West, en la calle Newberry, Suite Letter K, en Gainesville, Florida. El Rincón Latino Market.
Y si se trata de... ¡No quiero cuento! Por eso, abre tus cuentas hoy mismo con Campus USA Credit Union, el banco de la comunidad. Con los mejores intereses y servicio al cliente, donde los agentes bancarios más eficientes te hacen sentir que estás en casa. Con localidades en Gainesville, Summerfield, Tallahassee, Lake City y Ocala, Florida. Obtén tu financiamiento, refinanciamiento o cualquier préstamo comercial hoy en Campus USA Credit Union, el banco de la comunidad. No vamos a parar.
Programa que arranca metiendo con todo. Con Helio Piedra junto a la bandida, no hay liga, esto es un vacilón. En H2 97.3 la fiesta se formó. La música con variedad te tocamos desde salsa hasta reggaetón. Un vacilón, este es el show de la mañana en el tapón. Son un bombón, tírame heavy, let's go.
Ya no tienes excusa, pero si le ponen la canción, le da una depresión.
Si te invito a una copa y me acerco a tu boca,
mi cuerpo egoísta.
Puro chantaje, puro chantaje. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show. Esto es el show de la mañana, el show.
Este es el show de la mañana con Helio Piedra y la bandida. Sí.
Este es el show de la mañana, el show. ¡Wow!
¡Eso! Señoras y señores, bienvenidos de regreso al show de la mañana aquí en Tu Fiesta Radio, celebrando nuestra música, donde siempre, pero siempre te traemos la mejor energía para comenzar tu día, acompañada de noticias, concursos, temas de farándula y sobre todo la mejor y más variada música. Ahora, en un instante vamos a cambiar para English. Vamos a estar hablando inglés aquí con ustedes porque tenemos una invitada especial que viene a hacernos, óigame, la vida más fácil. Después de todas estas rosquitas que parecemos un salvavidas,
Ay, Dios mío.
óigame, comiendo, empujándonos la capurria de ahí de Rincón Latino, pues tenemos que traer a alguien que nos ayude a bajarla.
That's true. Too much food over Christmas.
So, señoras y señores, so now we are gonna switch to English because we have, for the first time ever, all right, we have someone that is gonna help us lose that weight. Nos va a ayudar a perder esas libritas, those few pounds that, hey, after the holidays, now we look like, hey, come on, that we can just roll over everything. No. We wanna be fit. We wanna stay like, you know.
And not only that we want to lose it, but we want to keep like a healthy lifestyle when it comes with food. Exactly.
And to do that, we brought to you the one and only, our friend, Dawn Smith.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes. Question, are you related to Will Smith anyhow? Anything that we need to be afraid of? No? Or good?
No. Smith is by marriage.
Awesome. Well, welcome, Dawn. Thank you for being here. Are you excited?
Absolutely.
I heard this is your first radio experience on a morning show.
It is, but growth does not happen in your comfort zone, so here I am.
Hey, listen to that. Ya empezamos ya echando humo. Viste que el crecimiento no se encuentra en tu zona de confort. Por eso es que ella vino aquí. Viste, I love that. Like growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. Wow, that's meaningful. And that's super powerful, especially for our, Latinos. We love eating, and we are very, very poor with habits. Having like very, productive habits.
And when it comes to food education as well.
Exactly.
It's hard. Everything I was sharing with her that I have changed my lifestyle in the past few years, but it took me a while to kind of delete all the belief that I have related with food and what I thought every food was for, because of that, the cultural Latino thing that we don't really know. We just know food, but we don't know how to differentiate what is it with every food.
That is awesome. I understand that you are, your specialty, it is wellness. You are a wellness coach, and you also know about nutrition. Talk to us a little bit about your background.
Okay. Actually, my background is in medicine. I went to UF Medical School years ago, but then I ended up staying home to take care of my boys. I have two amazing, I guess, they're not boys anymore, they're men. But after that, through my own healthcare journey, my dad passed away at 49, and so I've now passed him in age. I knew that I needed to focus on nutrition, and I had my children. I wanted to lead by example. I wanted to be healthy for them, and so I just started my own journey of trying to eat better and to stay active and exercise. But it wasn't until I truly started dialing in my nutrition that I saw the difference. I thought I ate healthy. I did. I was eating pretty clean, but there's a lot to learn about it.
That is awesome. And I wanna just kind of like pause there, because everything beginning with the personal decision. You were making the decision, and I want to talk about that. A lot of times we don't make the decision, which is already making a decision. When you are making the decision to not make a decision. Let me translate this really quick. Básicamente, Don nos está explicando que su jornada, este camino de nutrición, de ser un wellness coach, comenzó porque su papá murió a los 49 años y ella decidió que ella no quería eso para su vida. Ella quería estar bien, quería estar saludable para sus niños. Tiene ahora 2 adolescentes adultos y ella quería estar saludable. Y entonces yo le estoy diciendo que interesante que todo comienza con una decisión, y a veces no tomamos la decisión, lo cual es tomar una decisión. O sea, tomamos la decisión de no tomar la decisión. And let's talk about that, about making the right decisions. A lot of times, we are black belt in making the wrong decision when it's related to food. Especially, I'm talking about my Latin people. We eat anything that doesn't move. So, what do you think about that?
I mean, that is 100% true. And that's a lot of what I work with a lot of my clients is verbiage and trying to change your relationship with food. Food is to help fuel your body. Yes, it is fun. It tastes good. And a lot of people think that if I eat healthy, it's not going to taste good. Well, that's absolutely not true. So finding healthier ways to eat and making better choices. We do work on that. I'll have people that will come in and say, I can't do this. I won't, and that's a word that I will not accept. Can't. Everything is a choice. If you choose to do it, fine. Own it. See how it works for you. Next time, make a different choice based on your experience. So don't use the word can't with me, because you can. It's a choice.
So you are a wellness coach. How long you been a wellness coach?
I have done this since 2015.
Wow.
And like I said, it was based on just as I was doing things, people were like, well, what are you doing? And so I kind of switched over from my background in medicine to actually going to preventative medicine. That's the way I think about it. I'm helping people get healthier, getting off of medication that they may not need should they be treating their bodies the way that they should. I'm not saying that medication isn't needed for a lot of things, but there's many things that we can do if we just treat our bodies right.
Like what? For example, can you give us an example of eating healthy? How can you feel better? I mean, and maybe you don't need medicine for certain, things.
Okay. Well, we'll just talk with type 2 diabetes. There's a lot of people that are on medication for that. My dad was as well. But people that take oral medication and some that are even insulin dependent. With that, I help people get off of that medication, regulate their blood sugars much better, and they're just absolutely healthier.
That is awesome. Let's talk about eating healthier, right? How eating healthier looks like. Okay. For example, what is a good? Do you use the term diet?
No.
I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness, I love you.
That does not exist in my. Yes. No.
Okay. So
living a healthy lifestyle, eating the right portions of food, right combinations of your macros. Basically, I mean, that's it. Most of it is portion control.
Exactly.
There's times that you can eat. I mean, okay, here I'm gonna. My secret, what do you want to call it?
Secret sauce.
Well, no. It's what I would want.
Yeah.
I love Outback cheese fries. Love them. But I don't have to eat the whole plate anymore. If I go, I can have a couple, and I love the ranch dressing there, and I will do it. But in general, that's not where I go. You know, I cook a lot at home, and when I go to restaurants, I make good choices. But if I go to Outback, I'm going to have the cheese fries. So I'm not saying you can't ever have the things that you really enjoy, but it shouldn't drive you that way.
Exactly. And it's all about the portions. You know what I try to do as well? Sometimes when I want something because I like it, I order it, but I share. I'll be like, oh my God, this is for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, I'll get the portion just to satiate myself, and then I'll share it with everyone. I try to control, and not even try. I set my mind to, I'm not eating all of this just by myself. So that has helped me a lot with those little treats that you want sometimes, or even over the weekend. Sometimes we want, or we visit someone and there is pizza. Oh, we're gonna order pizza. I have an slide, you know, but I know that from that moment on, I'm gonna be eating clean, as I have been doing it for the past week. So I don't feel that guilty, or I know that it's not that bad on my body. I feel like that in your mind, setting like, okay, I'm gonna pick up tomorrow again is what matters as well.
That's my difficult part.
I have a lot of people that will say, you know, well, I did this now, so it's ruined the day. Well, I did this today, so it's ruined the weekend. Maybe I'll start back next week. No. If you make that choice to have something that you want and enjoy it, it doesn't mean that your next meal has to follow. So if you do want pizza, no, you don't have to eat the whole pizza. Have a slice of pizza. Have some salad with it. You can
it's all about the balance.
It is, exactly.
Interesting, yes.
That is awesome. So I wanted to ask you this question, Dawn, because sometimes, I don't know if it's true, I make this excuse for myself. I start eating a lot, and I said, well, because I am anxious. You know, sometimes you have a goal, and you get impatient, you know, and it is hard to control that anxiety. And to me, what happens is that I want to eat a lot, and and not necessarily like big portions. I am glad that my metabolism helps me out, you know. But what do you think? Is that true? That can actually anxiety gives you that, you know, that desire to eat, you know, more often?
100%.
Okay.
Emotional eating is real.
Oh wow.
Yes. So that's a lot of what I do working with people as well. There's a lot of mindset. There's a lot of that goes into what I do when I work with people. We talk about what's triggering things, what you can do when you start to feel that trigger, and teaching them that food is not necessarily there for comfort. It's there to fuel your body so that you can do things well and to live a healthy life. So we find other things to do instead of eating. If you're wanting to have that glass of wine when you get home because you're anxious, maybe grab a bottle of water and go for a walk. Step away from that. But, you know, sitting down, making a list of things that you might like to do instead of eating is helpful. But emotional eating is 100% real, and so many people have issues with it.
For sure. I have a very close friend, and he always joke around, but I was telling him the other day, like, you shouldn't joke about it and try to be conscious of it. He say he's an eye eater. Like, everything he see, he wanna eat it. You know what I mean? At the same when you go to a restaurant, and he's like, I just want everything. You know what I mean? So he ordered with his eyes, like mine. He's like, okay, yeah, give me the pasta and this for appetizer, everything. But when everything comes, he have realized that he just get a little bit of everything, and that's it. He's full. And like, see, food is there just to make you feel better, like to feel you, but not to be just crazy about it. And when he eat it all, he feels bad afterward. No even bad like, oh my God, eat all this, but bad in his body. And like, but he realized it recently that he have that. Like he's like, I it's just that I have to control myself because with my eyes, I feel like I want everything else.
And then that's it. It's 100% control. And so I work to help people empower them to make better choices for themselves. And I don't use the word right choices. Everything we do, it's a better choice for you. Whatever you do, you need to own what you do. See how it affects you as a person. We're all different. Some people can have that bowl of ice cream at night and not feel poorly the next day. Others do. So one, you need to start taking inventory of how things affect you, then make your choices on how that makes you feel.
Definitely. So most of your encounters with the patients are very personalized, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I really think that probably most of the people I work with now, no, not all of them are friends. So it's a long-standing relationship because once I help my people get to where they want weight-wise, it doesn't end. Because I don't want people just to get there. I want them to stay there.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
I want to ask you. I want to ask you something, and this might sound like a joke, but it is not. And what it is, like I heard a friend of mine, a nutritionist, say that we talk about love a lot here and couples and things that happen. This is an entertainment, the show, and basically, all right, this nutritionist says that having a better lifestyle will help you have a better love style. So, I wanted to ask you that because, la bandida es very enamoradita, she's ¿cómo se dice? Un animal lover, ¿cómo se dice?
She's a lover, like.
She loves love.
All the time, maybe.
So, let me ask you, is that true? That's anything related to what you eat helps your emotions and your connection with other people? Like, seriously, that's the point. That's my point.
I do think it probably helps your emotions. No matter what, if you're feeling better in general about yourself, just having more energy, that's key too. So when you're eating healthier, you end up having more energy. So a lot of what we do, especially if we're givers, a lot of times you're giving all the time to other people. You need to take care of yourself. You feel better, you have more energy, and then you can give more to others as well. So I think that can go along there.
You see?
Oh, all right. That's what I'm talking about.
¿Cómo se dice? Chúpate esa lo que te mando la otra.
She's now proud of that. She's now proud of that. ¿Qué dijo Ale? Ale, tíralo medio.
Decir chúpate esa en inglés, eso está mal.
Oh, no, te preocupes por eso.
Sí.
So yeah, basically what I mean is that exactly that you, when you feel better, you can do better, you can perform in every single area.
Yep.
But here's the problem. I cannot tell like a friend of mine, because especially if I tell a friend of mine right now that is listening to the radio, he's not gonna listen to me. She's not gonna listen to me. So how hard, and now I want to dive deeper into your role as a coach, all right? What is the hardest obstacles when you're dealing with I don't want to say patients, I want to say like people that you're trying to help. What is the hardest things that you have encountered in your journey as a coach?
One of the main things is something we already talked about, that when people go off protocol or eat something that isn't helping them get towards their goals, they say, okay, well, I've done it now, I can keep doing, or it's self-sabotage is the huge thing. So talking people off of a ledge, I offer for them to call me when you're in the restaurant and you're wanting to make this decision. I actually ask them to get in touch with me before they go and let me know where you're going, and I'll help you pick something out to order ahead of time. I mean, when you go and you're with a big group, the pressure's on. You might make a choice that you might not have made had you come in with a plan.
Definitely.
So self-sabotage and not planning ahead is huge. So we work on that every week, and or even during the week. Like I said, I'll have people can just text me or call me even when they're in the grocery store trying to figure things out. So
And you know what? I also feel like, and this is very personal, like if you respect your choice, you're gonna let other people respect it as well. I remember when I changed like my lifestyle with everything related with food, I have some friends like will go out and they'll be like, oh, did you just came to order a salad? I'm like, yes, I'm enjoying my salad. I like this salad. Like, I don't want the burger. I'm not craving the burger or your pasta. I like this. So they will kind of like joke around. But with the time, because they saw that I respect my moment so much, and that was my decision. The day that I wanted to eat a burger, I'll eat it. But most of the time, I'll have my salad. They start respecting it. They'll never brought it back. You know what I mean? They never say anything regarding to that because they know for me it's serious as well. It's like, I'm good with this. So I feel like letting people know what's your process, why is it that you're doing it, why you're doing it. Maybe you can even help. And I have realized it with some friends close to me, and that with the pass of the months, their habits have been changing just because of that. Sometimes when we go out, they will change. They'll be like, oh, my friend tried the other day the crispy tofu at the top with me, first time, and he was like, oh my God, this is so good. Next time we went, he ordered it. So, it's just a little bit that you can put in their minds. And
leading by example.
Leading by example. Exactly. Because so many people try to be aggressive with you just because of that. Be like, oh, that's what you're eating. Oh, you're paying for it. Might as well get it at home. And like, okay, I'm enjoying the moment and enjoying this. I might be able to make it at home, but it's not going to be the same as it is in this place, So letting people what your process is so they can respect is very important as well. And it could help you in those moments where you're going out, you have to take a decision and all that.
That is awesome. That is awesome. So do you think that eating well and this wellness experience can also get people out of depression, out of anxiety that I already mentioned? What do you think about that? Depression and with food.
Absolutely. I mean that is another thing. I mean, when you start doing things for yourself, you start feeling better as well. But feeling healthier can help your mental state. Absolutely. So it the whole thing. And once honestly too, once people start eating better and feeling better, they start moving more. And once you start moving around and exercising your body, that too. I mean, a lot of people talk about exercise and weight loss. That's not how you're going to lose weight. It's how you're fueling your body. So nutrition is absolutely key. But they do go hand in hand sometimes, where once you start feeling better, you start exercising. Once you start exercising, you get those endorphins going, you get a lot going, so you start feeling better too. So all of that whole thing of just taking care of your body can absolutely help depression.
Awesome.
It can also help with sleep. I have realized that over the night you sleep better depending on the food that you eat during the day, the time that you eat. If you eat too late at night, you're gonna go to bed, full, and then the sleep is not gonna be the same. Your organs are gonna be working and trying to process all the food over the night.
Me empujé 5 croquetas anoche antes de acostarme y me siento culpable.
It's like I eat 5 croquetas last night.
I ate 5 croquetas last night. I'm feeling guilty right now.
You're feeling guilty.
But the guilt, that's another thing we work on. You shouldn't feel guilty because you're going to own your choices. So
it's more about taking actions on what you did.
Yes, exactly. I don't want food is not a reward or a punishment. So enjoy. If you choose to eat something, enjoy it. If it doesn't make you feel good after, think about that the next time. Don't feel guilty. Did you enjoy it?
Oh my goodness.
All right.
That was a glory, I love it. No, es que me encantaron. 4, 5, no 1 or 2, 5. Oh my goodness.
So maybe, have that, but maybe not have 5.
Exactly.
If you're wanting to go on the health side of it, yes, take it. Have that one. Don't deprive yourself. But you don't have to have
funny.
All of the things.
Yeah, funny thing is that I never actually do that. It just I just felt like it. I was like, I'll go for it. And I me freí las croquetas. That was awesome.
Yes.
I cooked it myself. It was enjoyable for that, those 5 minutes. But let's talk about also the weight loss process. Can you share a few principles about weight loss? That sometimes or most times we don't do ourselves. Like human beings, we tend to go the different the different route. Any principles about weight loss?
Portions. Portion size is extremely important. Getting a lot of variety in your diet is important. Water's huge.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Yes. You should drink half your body weight in water daily. It's very important. And a lot of times when you think that you're hungry, you're not actually hungry. It's habit. It's could be emotion. So if you feel hungry, maybe grab that bottle of water and have some. You could just be thirsty and think that you're hungry. You're confusing that. So portion control, variety, water, those are all huge. And all that is education. And that's a lot of what I do too. While people are on protocol with me, the food's the food. What they're having on there, it's very specific. My goal is education. So I teach people how to read labels, learn about food value, how to navigate parties, how to navigate holidays, how to navigate social events, going out. That's all life. I mean, if you're going to deprive yourself, it's not going to work. So we need to be able to be in all those situations and still do what's best for ourselves.
How can we navigate social events? Because some people, like for example me, I never go out. Always they're working or they.
But you do a lot of social events.
Well, exactly. In my personal experience, I already do a lot of social events, so I don't have the need even to go out, unless, we do a lot of networking meetings. I actually met Don at a wonderful networking event that we had the other day, but, it's not like going out and actually not even into a club. I never do that. But people that do that, they tend to eat after midnight a lot, especially after you've been drinking for a while. You are now like hungry, like crazy hungry, and you are looking to eat. It doesn't matter if it's your favorite sandwich. You want to eat anything. And if that happens often, how can we fix that?
Well, a lot of that is going to be choice, but eating before you go out, or at least having some. I mean, if you're going out to dinner, obviously you're not going to eat a full meal before you go to dinner. That's counterproductive as well. But not going into something hungry, planning ahead, having water when you're drinking. So alternating that adult beverage with some water can help fill you up and you might not drink as much. But then when you go home, drink some water and go to bed. So a lot of that part is choice and habit and just getting used to doing that. It may not happen all the time, but the more you do something, the better you get at doing that.
That is awesome. Is it true that you need to drink 2 glasses of water or 1 of wine?
Yes.
You should. And another thing is, too, when you have that cup of coffee, for every cup of coffee, you should drink another 8 ounces of water.
For hydration.
Hydration is key.
Why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Caffeine is dehydrating.
Oh, wow.
Wine as well.
Yes.
I know it.
Unbelievable.
So all of those dehydrate you. So it shouldn't be 1-to-1. You need to stay ahead of it.
Wow, that is amazing. That is amazing.
And try to reduce. Now that you're talking, and people that like to go out with alcohol also can influence a lot in your eating. You can eat very healthy, but then if you drink 5 days in a row, every single night, nothing's gonna happen. Like nothing's gonna be. You're not gonna see improve just because you have been eating healthy. Right. So try to reduce that.
I mean, that's part of the health.
The health.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Awesome. So anything that you could share with our audience in case they are feeling guilty about food, in case they are looking for an exit, to feel better about their diet, what, we say, in case they don't want to even use that word diet. Sometimes we need a little motivation, a little push, somebody that say, hey, you can do this. So can you share something with us that it can help you like kick off that journey of wellness that actually you need to improve your lifestyle?
What I think is important is to dig deep and find your own personal why. Why would this be important to you? I mean, and the stronger your why is, the more likely you're going to stick with it. I shared with you, my dad passed away when he was 49, heart attack, type 2 diabetes, hypertension. That's a strong motivator for me to remember that I could easily go in that direction. But others, it could be just as simple as, they have a vacation coming up that they want to look and feel better on. They might be, hiking on a mountain and they don't feel like they've got the exercise to do it. So finding what is important to you and remembering that. I mean, you could write it down every day. You post it on a sticky note somewhere so that you look at it. But reminding yourself what it is that you're working towards is a great motivator for sticking with it.
Definitely.
Exactly.
That is awesome. We have someone here that in the audience that is saying that he had a teacher that used to say, it's not to have a diet, but to create a better lifestyle.
Exactly.
Awesome. How can we, and he's saying also diets you make every day when you are eating, either is good or bad. It's not about the diet. That was this person is saying. How can we find you? In case, I am sure there is a lot of people that we need you and we need your help. How can we find you, your business? Tell us everything about Don Smith.
Okay. Well, my brick and mortar business, it's called Absolute Wellness and Weight Loss. And I'm here in Gainesville. Do you want the phone number?
Yeah.
That's how you do it. Yeah. So just give me a call, 352-240-6595. And I'd be happy to talk to you. If you want information about protocol, that's one of the things that I do there. There's a website that you can go to, and it's absolutewellness.itgdiet.com. But I do believe that there are lots of ways to do this. So I talk to people to find out what's going to be the best way to help them reach their healthcare goals. So that website will give you one option, but just give me a call and we will talk through the rest.
That is awesome. I
Yes.
loved it. Well, Don, we loved having you here with us. That was so wonderful for us, for our audience, to learn about you, your business, your journey, as you continue helping people around, not only in Gainesville, but I know you mentioned around the world, literally, right? You have
Mostly around the United States, but yes, I do a lot of remote work. So I have people in New York, New Hampshire that I still meet with, via video chat or at least phone once a week. I can ship food to them. And I mean, this kind of all ramped up a little bit during COVID when weren't seeing as very many people inpatient or in clinic. And so I had referrals from people here in town and they said, are you able to help my family? And it just grew that way. So working remotely with people works. I'm not face to face with them in the office. I can't touch them. I can't measure, all of that. But we still can have the same relationship. And I mean, I had people losing 50 pounds during COVID when other people were going the other direction.
Definitely. Do you help your clients with shopping lists? I have also realized that for me, when I go shopping to do my grocery shopping for the week or whatever, having a list kind of like keep me on track of what I want. Because sometimes I get into Publix or whatever we do our shopping, and then you just start walking and you're like, oh, I want this, or I'm craving this, or I might need this. I don't know, I'm going to make it in a few days. And you don't really need it, So do you help them with that, with shopping lists?
Yes, we talk about that. We talk about reading food labels. We talk about different brands offer different things. And I have people call me from the grocery store or text me pictures of different labels and ask for information on that. So that is part of the education. That's a lot of what we work with as well.
Wonderful.
And you mentioned COVID. Do you think COVID actually has impacted a lot of people about gaining weight and eating a lot, COVID?
Yes. I mean, a lot of people, they're in the house, sitting around, so sedentary lifestyle, food, more access to foods, feeling bad about being at home. So here we go with the emotional eating.
Yeah.
So fortunately, everybody that I had started with, I may have had maybe one or two, but we made it through. People still continued to lose. But if you don't have that support, it's hard. So support is very important. It's very important. But yes, I do believe that what we all went through during that time did negatively impact quite a few people.
Definitely.
That is awesome. Well, again, we want to thank you, Dawn, for being here with us.
Well, thank you.
How fun, how was your first experience ever? We got the exclusivity in our radio show.
You guys made it so easy. And
right?
yes. I mean, like I said, I was a little nervous sitting down talking, but you guys are all wonderful. So it was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's
for
what I'm
coming.
talking about. All right, guys. Now you know you want to change your life. You want to make a difference and impact your own life. You can reach out to Absolute Wellness and Weight Loss. And Dawn Smith, your wellness coach, is going to help you to take yourself to the next level. Dawn, thank you very much once again. Y ustedes quédense con nosotros que ya mismo regresamos con nuestro último invitado del día, Luis Giraldo de Bene Auto. Vamos a seguir aquí dándole rico en el show de la mañana.
Escuchas el show de la mañana con Elio Piedra.
Tu Fiesta Radio, la energía perfecta para comenzar tu día tomándote un café, disfrutando en familia, haciendo deportes, y por supuesto, de camino al trabajo.
Tengo la sensación
Porque estamos
de que
Siempre contigo.
nos juntamos y bailaremos al swing de este rico son cubano.
Tu Fiesta Radio,
Seguro que sí.
celebrando nuestra música.